December 17th, 2012. I purchased some equal exchange coffee beans from Ethiopia, thinking that they would be better than coffee beans in the northern hemisphere, especially out of Hawaii or California. So I picked up some Ethiopian coffee beans from the equal exchange, thinking that they would be better. Boy, was I wrong. Equal opportunity isotopes. December 17th, 2012. This is the first background reading for South African coffee beans out of Ethiopia. 304 is the total count for 10 minutes, 3 count high. 0.51 is the average data point. Test 2 background, 294, 4 count high. 0.49 is the average data point. Test 3, 290, 5 count high. 0.48 is the average data point. First test on the Ethiopian beans is a 540, 5 count high. 0.90 is the average data point. Test 2 on the Ethiopian coffee beans, 553, 5 count high. 0.92 is the average data point. Test 3 on the Ethiopian coffee beans, 512, 4 count high. 0.85 is the average data point. This is the 100-minute test, and that would equal 6,000 seconds. I got 5,136 counts, 5 count high, and the average is 0.86. And this is going to be a more accurate test than the 10 minutes. This test, I'm going through the paper. There's a piece of paper in between them. And this is supposedly going to shield the alpha rays. Alright, this is the second 100-minute test. So that's 6,000 seconds. I end up getting 5,149 counts, 6 count high. The average data point is 0.86. There's the graph, and this time it went through one piece of paper. There's the beans. Here's the paper. and it looks like it's just the same as without the paper, so I don't believe it's not blocking them. Alright, this time it's going through. I put a piece of aluminum foil in between the Geiger counter and the beans. And it still doesn't seem to be slowing them down at all. This is test 3 on the Ethiopian coffee beans. 100 minutes, 6,000 seconds. I got a count of 4,956, 6 count high. Average data point is 0.83. In between, I should say, a piece of aluminum foil. Alright, this is test 4 on the Ethiopian coffee beans. 100 minutes, 6,000 seconds, a total count of 3,619, 6 count high. Average data point is 0.60. And this one, I've got 3/4 inch piece of cedar in between the beans, so it's actually, this wood is absorbing some of that radiation out of that coffee beans. My conclusion on the Ethiopian fair trade coffee beans is perplexing. I decided to buy coffee beans from Africa because I figured it would contain less radiation than northern hemisphere coffee, because it's supposed to be less Fukushima radiological contamination in the southern hemisphere. It shows it is close to 2 times above background radiation, so it's no different than the Hawaiian Kona beans I tested. My 100-minute test included shielding. Paper blocks nothing. Aluminum shielding blocks some, but very little. It took a 3/4 inch piece of wood to shield more. What does this mean? That this radiation is being blocked by the wood? Is it gamma? What are the safe levels? There is a lot of decay being detected. I question the safety of coffee now. This may show that the impact of Fukushima is not impacting the northern hemisphere alone. It's also impacting the whole world over. Background: Ethiopian coffee beans. Background: Ethiopian coffee beans. Background: Ethiopian coffee beans. Background: Ethiopian coffee beans.